COVID-19, the unbelievable dilemma that the world was thrust into before we could even blink an eye. Going into lockdown in March 2020, none of us had any idea how our lives would be affected. We would lose loved ones, we would get sick, we would suffer from depression and endless waves of anxiety, not knowing when the fear and trauma would end. The Durban Music School has undertaken a project to document the effects of the coronavirus amongst our learners. Not just the physical effects, but more importantly, the emotional effects that has impacted their mental health during this time. Part 1 of our project is where we are going to speak to an amazing group of young people who are all musicians from the Durban Music School. They belong to a band called Kunikuza, which is directed by singer and teacher Mareka de Bruin. We talk about important events that have occurred, such as Black Lives Matter, gender-based violence, and how they coped during this period. Music is a powerful force and an immense source of healing, and it is through these young musicians that we discover it was music that shone the light in exceptionally dark times. Today is the first time that this group has come together in more than over a year. The issues that we discuss are sometimes exceedingly difficult, but now is the time for the youth of South Africa to share their voices and start a national movement of expression. Now is the time to.
When President Ramaphosa announced in March 2020 the hard lockdown, how did that make you feel?
I feel so sad because I only just think about my family, how I'm gonna they cope with this COVID-19.
Basically we didn't know if we had to catch the virus, what's going to happen to us. We didn't know, and we Googled stuff, we know what COVID is, and then there was stuff like, if it's transferred to your grandparents, stuff like that, people older than you, it's much more detrimental on their health. So yeah, it was scary. It was just scary, very scary.
At first, I was happy that the President Ramaphosa saw a need to implement lockdown for the safety of the lives of the people. And then later on, when the lockdown continued, it was not a nice thing, if I may say. I was not enjoying being at home. Well, yeah.
It was very, 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 I don't know, because everything changed all of a sudden. My routine was no longer the same. By work, school, I really had to multitask. And I think it actually helped me as an individual, because now I realized that no, there are certain stages that we have to learn and be yourself and manage you as an individual, not only for like in school and other stuff. But I learned a lot. I really learned a lot, although it was very painful, because along the way I lost some family members and it was very hard, and I had to carry on like studying and working. And it was so painful because I lost so many members. My mom is now left alone with us. She lost her mom, her dad, her uncle. She's also a nurse. She was working at the COVID ward, and by the grace of God, she made it. And I always had the fear of what if it's her now. So during that, I kept on, believing that, okay, no, if it's time, okay, fine, there are challenges that will come like this. It really taught me a lot. I can just talk the whole day about it, but I'm still grateful that I'm here today to share my experience.
I was scared because I thought that maybe I won't be able to see my friends again, and you guys. I won't get a chance to go to school. And I'll have to stay at home doing nothing but just creating music.
I had mixed emotions about this whole lockdown thing, because it did have come with some positives and some negatives. for instance, I had more time to practice, more time to work on whatever I needed to perfect. But also, like, we didn't have time to do a lot of schoolwork, and I couldn't play out with bands, which was the biggest letdown of the whole lockdown thing. So that's what I think.
I was so sad and depressed at the same time. Also worried. I was worried about my family. I was worried about my school because we weren't able to go to school anymore. And this thing of online learning, some of us don't have computers, laptops, and where we stay, network is not good. So we had to study by ourselves at home. Especially last year, it was so hard because I was doing grade 12. So there was a lot of work. I missed out on a lot of work at school. Yeah, it was so sad, and I lost my dad. I was so depressed. He was on a car accident. Yeah. I'm sorry if you're listening.
Alright, and were you scared of getting the virus at all? And were you worried about your family?
Yes, I was very scared and worried about my family. I was not very scared for myself, if I may say, because I was doing all the precautions. Also, I still believe that I won't die until my right time, until I fulfill my dreams and all my desires, all the purpose of God in my life. So I had that hope that I'm not going to die because of this pandemic. This pandemic is here to kill others, not myself.
Like I said, it's mixed emotions. I was happy, I was disappointed, I was depressed. All those emotions hit me at once because I didn't know what to do after I finished playing my drums, because I can't play drums the whole entire day, so that was it. So I wasn't really scared of the virus, to be honest, but the only reason that I actually took real precaution and didn't stay in the house was because I didn't want my family to get the virus, because they said that it attacked older people and affected them much more than us, so I didn't want to lose anything to happen.
It was a thing of like, if you don't take care of yourself, you'll die as well. I had that fear because I also got a flu, with the exact same symptoms, had to go test, that whole experience. We normally go to the doctor, get pills and go home. This whole thing of swabbing, antibiotics, checking yourself every day. Okay, is my nose like this? Do I have diarrhea today? How am I feeling? It was new. It was like a checklist. But then along the way, I got used to it, and I just had to tell myself to adjust, and it will pass.
I want to also ask you a little bit about other things that happened during this time. So things like gender-based violence also came up during lockdown. Was this something that affected you or you were aware of?
It didn't affect me, but I was aware of the GBV. In my community, people, they males, they drink, so they abuse females, their partners. They don't respect us, they harass women around there. So, yeah.
And what is your opinion on that? How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel sad and angry at the same time, because it's not good to look at people being abused, being harassed. Yeah.
Well, I've been very worried because I was seeing stuff on social media about you said it, gender-based violence. I remember in December, after I think it was level 1, we were able to host a show where we were awareing people about this gender-based violence thing, that it's not good. I even composed a song based on it. I sang it. It was a nice song. Yeah, but I was very worried about sisters, my nephews, my sister's kids that they might be next. So I was very worried about this thing of gender-based violence. It's not a good thing.
And so you wrote a song specifically about that. What were the things that you were sharing in that song?
Well, the song was, if I can quote the lines of
Yes.
the lyrics, it said, no, sekwanele. Sekwanele means it's enough. So that was the cry of the song. The song is a crying song. So I was crying for my sisters, I was crying for my gogos, I was crying because this thing is hurting the females a lot more. We cannot say the men they're safe, but I can say both genders, yeah, they are violated in some other ways. So I was just crying for the people that now gender-based violence is too much. It's enough now. Let the gender-based violence be over.
Can you sing a little part for us?
Okay. No, 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 no. Segwanele. That was the line. Yeah.
Gender-based violence. One day, when I hear people saying that some women are being abused,
Has this directly affected you and your family and your community? And how has this made you feel? Okay, so before COVID hit, what was it like being part of this band?
This band was absolutely amazing. It was the one thing I actually look forward to every weekend playing, because it's just fun to play music just with anyone. But for me to play with people my own age is something just amazing to do, and it's just amazing to play.
it was just so amazing. During the week, after studying school, I always look forward to weekends because I know every Saturday or Sunday I have to meet up with the band and start sharing and doing music. So I was always looking forward to that because it was a very amazing experience for me.
It was great because we had a lot of fun going to shows, performing, do all the stuffs. It's, yeah, a lot of things happen.
but being in this band was incredible because you have to, we experienced many different things. We've been to many different places. We've been to New York as well, this band, and it's just been an overall good experience for us, for me.
It was amazing, and I really enjoyed being with the band. We had more time to spend together, do music, share our feelings. It was a nice experience before COVID.
So today being the first time that you're back with the band, how was this experience?
It feels unreal to perform with a real live band after such a long time. I can't imagine how it's going to be once you start gigging, because it just feels so great. It's a feeling of excitement, enjoyment, something you don't get just playing at home by yourself.
It was so amazing. I realized when I got late, I was like, oh my god, why are we even late? Because I was so happy to see you guys. It's been a long time. We tried to interact with other band members and it was very hard. Some had tuitions, some are doing this, some are doing that. So finally getting the time to connect, it was awesome. And the music and the feel is still the same. I thought maybe they'll forget the chords or even the lyrics, but we managed to be consistent like before after a very long time.
Well, currently I'm so excited to be here. I'm very excited. I feel like it's a new start. We are in the new planet. We're in the new earth. Everything feels fresh. Well, the COVID is not done yet. It's not gone. But I think with these precautions, we are going to be able to live, and we are still going to be able to do music and make more music that brings hope to the people.
I was so excited because it's been a long time we've seen each other. That's why I'm happy.
It was a mind-blowing experience because, me personally, whenever I like something, like whenever I hear something, I just have like a feeling inside me, it's like, it's just like it's pushing you basically. So then I had that experience again today. So it's like I really enjoyed it. It was like blood was like, it was adrenaline basically. So music is, it was amazing today.